Welcome to Geometry's first video lesson. Yay! Okay, so today we're going to be talking about relevant vocabulary that you need for this class. Make sure that in your notebooks you open to the page, write the date and the page number, of course. Make sure you put that in your table of content. So let's get right to it. So let's talk about the relevant vocabulary we need. First of all, we're going to be doing a lot of constructions. So we need to know what constructions are. So geometric construction is a geometric construction is a set of instructions for drawing points, lines, circles, and figures in the plane. Let's remember what the plane is, right? We know that plane here is just the XY plane, right? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the XY plane, the coordinate plane. All right, and so the most basic type of instructions are the following, okay? So here are the two instructions that you most likely will have to deal with, okay? So given any 2 points, A and B, a straight edge can be used to draw a line AB or segment AB. So, line and segment, okay? These are important to know. Those are different things. They're not the same. They're named the same, AB and AB, but they're actually different. A line and a segment are two different things, okay? So, given any 2 points, you can make a line or you can draw a segment with a straight edge. A straight edge is a ruler. Let's not forget. Okay, the second basic instruction is given any 2 points, C and B, use a compass, which we're going to be using a lot in class. Use a compass to draw a circle that has its center at C that passes through B. Okay, so another way to say that is just draw circle C, draw circle C, center C, radius CB, okay? That just means here is circle C. This is a circle. It has a center, which is C, and then it has a radius here, and that is B. So we call that CB. Okay? Very, very good. Let's move on to the next. You can pause this video at whatever time you want, and then play it again. Okay? So if you need more time, just make sure you pause it. All right, so let's talk about what a figure is, all right? So a figure, a lot of you probably know what a figure is, but let's define it. Let's define it, okay? Make sure you're writing these things down on your notebooks. A figure, a two-dimensional figure is a set of points in the plane, okay? A set of points in the plane. So here's a plane, okay? Here's a plane. I can make a set of points in the plane right? Hey, what happens now? I can connect the dots. Can I not? I can connect these dots. And what shape do I have? Of course, I have a two-dimensional triangle, right? So there is a figure, a triangle, two-dimensional, okay? I can't really touch it. It's two-dimensional. We can only touch three-dimensional shapes three-dimensional figures because we live in a three-dimensional world. An equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle is a triangle with all sides have the same length. Alright, so if a triangle, we know how that looks like. So equilateral means if this is 7, oh my god, this is 7, oh my gosh. The other thing has to be 7 as well. So that is what an equilateral triangle is, the lucky sevens. I mean, it doesn't have to measure 7. It can measure 5 or 4 or 100 as long as all the sides measure the same. Okay, as long as all the sides measure the same. Alright? Make sure you pause the video if you need to pause it or go back if you need to pause it. All right, we're almost there. Length of a segment. Length of a segment, okay? The length of segment AB, notice how I call this? Look at the notation. Segment AB is the distance from A to B denoted by AB. So the distance, this is notation right here. This is notation. This is notation. Okay? All right. And so I say if this point is A and this point here is B, then this is the distance from A to B. And I write this distance as dist, D-I-S-T, A-B, okay? That is how I write it. And whatever that is, maybe 5 centimeters, okay? Now, collinear. What does collinear mean? Collinear here means, something's going on here. 1 second. Collinear means three or more points are collinear if there is a line containing all of the points, otherwise the points are non-collinear, okay? So, here you have a point, here's a point, here's a point, here's a point. If I connect all those 3 points and they all fall in the same line, that means I have a collinear point. These are collinear, okay? If I have this situation, 1 point, 2 point, 3 points, and I make a line, these points are not collinear because I have to be able to draw a line containing all 3 points. This here, if I connect it this way, that is not a line, okay? That is not a line. I have to have all my points on the same line, okay? All my points need to be on the same line. These are collinear, okay? So, next. Here are the standard notation for segment, lines, and rays, and distances and lengths. I'm not going to go through all of them. Just make sure you have this notation down. This is only notation. On the left side here, you can see what a ray, a line, a segment, the length of a segment, the distance from A to B, and how it's denoted on the right side, okay? Make sure you have that on your notebook. I'll see you tomorrow.